fits into the whole love theme. So she matches attractive females with successful men, but today she's sharing dating tips with the rest of us. Matchmaker Marla Martenson is here. Hi, Marla.
Hello.
Nice to see you. You have an office in La Jolla, but you guys are based out of
Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills, yeah. And the website is modelqualityintroductions.com. We're going to talk about that in a second, but you just wrote a book, and the book is called, excuse me, Your Soulmate is Waiting.
Yes, it is.
And my question for you is, excuse me, what is a soulmate? What is a soulmate?
Well, I get this question all the time since I wrote the book, define a soulmate.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think it's a great word because it really defines someone that, you know, really resonates within you, somebody that you can share your life with, somebody that has your back, you know, somebody that you really love. And I don't think, you know, the word soulmate necessarily has to be defined as a romantic person. I mean, I thought my little dog that I had for 17 years was my soulmate. I had a lot of my friends and people in your lives. But,
can be soulmates
I think
too.
So. Yeah.
Is there one soulmate on earth for you? Or?
I don't think so.
No.
Because imagine if you moved to London tomorrow, or New York, or Paris, and you were living there. You would probably meet somebody that you would really, you know, get into a relationship with and think that was your soulmate. I think we probably have, and I think it's fascinating because sometimes I think about what about all these other people that I would have been in relationships that are all around the world right now that I'll never meet in this lifetime. Yeah, I'm happy with my husband.
Okay, right. And you are married to songwriter John Alexi. How long have you guys been married?
5 years,
and
we've been together 7, and he is wonderful and definitely my soulmate. Yeah, we're best friends.
Okay, I want to talk about how your book leads to marriage, but first let's start from the beginning. How do you find a date?
Well, you can come to a matchmaker.
Okay. And at your service, you guys, women join for free, but the guys, and they have to be kind of successful. We'll get to more on that later, but I want to talk about just dating for people in San Diego. How do you find a date? You can go to your dating service.
You can, you know, come to Model Quality Introductions, or there's other matchmaking services. You know, you can go out. You can have friends fix you up.
Yeah.
You know, just I think the best thing is, unless you're going to a dating service specifically, you know, wanting them to match you up, just go out and live your life and.
Be your best you.
Yeah, be your best you. Don't necessarily go out looking and every time somebody walks in the door, is that him? Is that, you know, my soulmate coming in? And I think that's better when you're not really pushing it and looking and you're just living, and that's when it's going to happen.
You go out on the first date. Who do you be on the first date? Do you understand what I'm saying? What do you do, and who should you kind of be on your first date?
Well, I think you should just be yourself. I mean, a lot of people do. Well, of course, we're putting our best foot forward, and we're showing our, you know, you're not going to tell your faults on the first date. You know, I'm impatient or I'm this or that. But I think you should be yourself, and you just want to get to know each other.
Okay, your tips are up on the screen right now. Okay, for number 1, don't talk about your ex. I totally get that. Okay. No explanation needed. Keep an open mind. That's you know, that's great. Always be a gentleman. But number 4 and number 5, I have questions about. First of all, no friends, mother, or pets on the first date. Come on, you can't take your dog on the first date.
Well, I mean, sometimes it's kind of, well, yeah. The guy's just hoping to get to know you, and I've had clients tell me feedback about, well, she brought a couple of friends on the date, she brought her mother and her kid, she brought her dog, and you know, and there's time to, you don't even know if you want a second date with this person. You don't need to be introducing them to
mom,
possible in-laws. Or
hey, I like my family, and my dogs are pretty cool too.
Yeah.
I think, although, can you make an exception for like a doggy date? Like
I've had people do that. They go to the dog park, or there's places to eat where they allow dogs on the patio or something, and that's fun. That's something you really have in common.
Now,
and that's a great place to meet people at the dog park if you have a dog.
Similar likes, similar interests.
Yeah.
Don't bring or dress appropriately for the date. How do you know how to dress for a date?
Well, like I had this one instance, it's in my book. This guy invited this lady to, it was like a art walk, kind of outside fair down here in San Diego, and she just had these designer heels on, and there was going to be a lot of walking, and she said, well, I can't walk in the heels.
Oh, no.
And he says, well, I'll take you home, you can put on some tennis shoes. She said, I don't have tennis shoes. She was very upscale. And then he says, well, I'll buy you some. Let's go to a sporting goods store. Well, she says, I don't really feel comfortable doing that either. Okay. So the date was ruined because he wanted, you know, the guys love a girl who can just go, we say, from barbecue to black tie.
Yeah. And
put on a pair of jeans and a pair of tennis shoes.
That would be a red flag for me, too. Yeah, I forgot. I said he didn't have any tennis shoes. Marla, I wish we had more time. You have an office down in La Jolla, but Model Quality Introductions, you can call 1-866-MODELS-4 or go to modelqualityintroductions.com, and your new book, Excuse Me, Your Soulmate is Waiting, is on sale now. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
How fun.
Had a great time.
Okay, today, if Joe wants a bite, it might cost him some beads. Catherine is making Mardi Gras grub, and you could be her gadget winner of the week. Find out when San Diego Living returns.